Hello, people! What's up? Are you enjoying the spring weather? Because I am. It's pretty great. Actually, tomorrow's the first day of spring. So I'm really excited about that. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do to celebrate. Anyway, so this is the 20th week of the Art Hibernation and the 3rd week of the Art Challenge, which I am now halfway through. So, yeah, it's been going good. Yeah, so I've pretty much got completely the whole front of the book completely colored. There's still like small edits and like tweaking and stuff and small, just letting it sit and come back to it and looking at it like, oh, actually I want to change that, you know? So it's kind of like in the pickling stage now. It's just gonna sit there and pickle. Man, that makes me hungry. I want some pickles now. And the ending, I'm still working on that a lot. It's still, most of it's still in the sketch stage. Sounds like, that's a weird word, sketch stage. That'd be an interesting name to name a racehorse, sketch stage. I think that's a winner name. Anyway, so I actually added one extra spread to the ending. I mean, the ending's already at like 10 spreads and now it's at 11. And that's a lot of spreads. So yeah, I think I mentioned before in my earlier blog videos that it's now reaching like, I think I did actually count this week. It's at 44 pages, which an average kid's book historically is about 32 pages. So that's a lot of extra pages. And the original story, like even before like I picked it up this past 3 weeks, I think it was at like 26 pages or 27 pages, I don't remember, 28. So it's grown. And yeah, so I added an extra spread, and I've been still like this whole past week I've been coloring the beginning, which is now done, and then still working on the flow and the actual story and the text and the words of the ending. And that extra spread, I added it, and I put some words on it that I had on another spread, and it seems to flow really, really well. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what the new ending is, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what the new ending looks like since last week. So yeah, that's how the new ending flows, and it's kind of interesting because I actually, I felt like the ending, because throughout the whole book, besides the ending, the ending from last week, it had only one sentence on it, and then as soon as it hit to the ending, it had like several sentences on each page, the last like 2 or 3 pages, and I was liking how it was going, but it was like, it just doesn't like end well. It just like rushes or something. And so I was kind of fiddling around with it this past week here, and I was like, you know what? There's too many words. It's so hard, like diluting down to like such small words. It's so hard. And so I was like, I think I need to add another spread. I took some wording completely out and then reworded something and stuck it on the extra spread, and now it doesn't like rush in the ending anymore, which was something that it was doing prior to this week, and I'm really happy with it. I think it just like, when you like turn that last page and you just read it and you're like, oh, it's the end. It just feels like the end. Because before it was like there were so many words and so many things going on. Like there was like still things that hadn't been tied up yet. Nothing everything's just kind of like hanging out. And now it's like it just feels like it wraps up. And I don't know. It's been quite a learning experience for sure. Yeah. So that's pretty much what all this week has consisted of. Just coloring the beginning, playing with the ending, and so the rest of these 3 weeks is just going to be focusing on finishing the ending, which I'm also kind of wondering, can I even finish the ending? Like, finish illustrating and coloring it within 3 weeks? Like, I've dedicated to have 3 hours a day for 5 days a week illustrating, which that adds up to a lot, but it still takes a long time. And so I'm like, okay, what happens if it's not finished? Like, if I don't finish this book, do I do like another art challenge? Do I just squeak by a few weeks after and finish it? Do I let it sit again for another year? I just don't I don't know. Like, these thoughts are coming through in my mind now that I'm halfway through this art challenge, and I'm just kind of like wondering what's gonna happen if I'm not done. What if I don't finish? So, cause like after this art challenge, I have like other things kind of like lined up to do after that, and so I won't really necessarily have like a bunch of time to focus on that. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to cross that bridge when I get there. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I have for this week, and y'all stay tuned.